In this session on evaluating texts, we will explore key strategies to assess the credibility, accuracy, and effectiveness of written content. Before starting the video, please read the instructions carefully on this page. This will help you get the most out of this session. Stay connected for more videos and updates. Question 1. What is the first step in evaluating a text? A. Identifying the writer's purpose and bias. B. Memorizing the content of the text. C. Summarizing the entire passage. D. Ignoring the tone of the author. Correct. Answer. A. Identifying the writer's purpose and bias. Explanation. Evaluating a text requires understanding the writer's intention and identifying any biases to assess the reliability of the content. Question 2. Which of the following best describes situational irony? A. When a person says something but means the opposite. B. When an event occurs that is the opposite of what is expected. C. When a character makes a humorous statement. D. When the writer expresses strong emotions. Correct answer. B. When an event occurs that is the opposite of what is expected. Explanation. Situational irony happens when there is a discrepancy between what is expected and what actually occurs, such as a firefighter setting a fire instead of extinguishing it. Question 3. What is an example of verbal irony? A. A doctor getting sick due to lack of medical care. B. A man slipping on a banana peel in a comedy scene. C. A student who failed an exam saying, "Well, that went great." D. A politician promising change but doing nothing after winning. Correct answer. C. A student who failed an exam saying, "Well, that went great." Explanation. Verbal irony occurs when someone says something but means the opposite, often for humorous or sarcastic effect. Exam Pharmacy offers a range of study services to make your life easier, from online quizzes, assignments, and research papers to midterm and final exam prep. Need help? Just message us on WhatsApp and we'll take care of the rest. Let's make studying stress-free together. Question 4. What is a key feature of a strong argument? A. Repeating the main point multiple times. B. Using emotional appeal instead of facts. C. Providing logical evidence to support claims. D. Ignoring opposing viewpoints. Correct. Answer. C. Providing logical evidence to support claims. Explanation. A well-structured argument presents a clear point and supports it with strong logical evidence rather than repetition or emotions. Question 5. What is the fallacy in the argument? Mr. Ali is a great teacher because he is so wonderful at teaching. A. False comparison. B. Circular reasoning. C. Personal attack. D. Hasty generalization. Correct? Answer. B. Circular reasoning. Explanation. Circular reasoning occurs when the argument's conclusion is merely a restatement of its premise without any real evidence. Question 6. Which of the following is an example of a personal attack? A. The mayor's policy is flawed because he has a history of corruption. B. The mayor's policy is flawed because he wears ugly suits. C. The mayor's policy is flawed because it contradicts economic research. D. The mayor's policy is flawed because of a recent expert analysis. Correct answer. B. The mayor's policy is flawed because he wears ugly suits. Explanation. Personal attack ad hominem occurs when someone criticizes an individual's character instead of addressing their argument. Join our WhatsApp group now. Click the link in the description for more study support. Question 7. What is a hasty generalization? A. Drawing a broad conclusion based on limited evidence. B. Comparing two completely different things. C. Assuming one event caused another without proof. D. Attacking a person instead of their argument. Correct answer. A. Drawing a broad conclusion based on limited evidence. Explanation. Hasty generalization happens when someone makes a sweeping statement without sufficient data, such as saying, all teenagers are lazy, after meeting only a few who are. Question 8. Which of the following is an example of a false cause fallacy? A. Since I wore my lucky shirt, my team won the game. B. The sky is blue because it reflects the ocean. C. All dogs bark, so my cat must bark too. D. Either you support my plan or you are against progress. Correct answer. A. Since I wore my lucky shirt, my team won the game. Explanation. False cause fallacy assumes a causal relationship between unrelated events. Just because one event follows another does not mean it caused it. Question 9. What type of fallacy assumes only two options exist when more possibilities are available? A. False cause. B. Circular reasoning. C. Either-or fallacy. D. Hasty generalization. Correct answer. C. Either-or fallacy. Explanation. Either-or fallacy, false dilemma, presents only two choices when more exist, such as saying, if you're not with us, you're against us. Question 10. Which of the following statements contains a false comparison fallacy? A. It doesn't hurt your colleagues to walk to work, so it won't hurt you either. B. The government should improve health care because many people can't afford treatment. C. The crime rate increased after the new law, so the law caused more crime. D. If we build more roads, there will be less traffic congestion. Correct answer. A. It doesn't hurt your colleagues to walk to work, so it won't hurt you either. Explanation. False comparison fallacy assumes that two different situations are identical, ignoring key differences like distance, health conditions, or personal circumstances. Question 11. What is the primary goal of evaluating a text? A. To memorize the content for future reference. B. To assess the writer's intention, tone, and bias. C. To rewrite the text in simpler words. D. To determine the number of paragraphs in the text. Correct answer. B. To assess the writer's intention, tone, and bias. Explanation. Evaluating a text involves critically analyzing the writer's purpose, the tone used, and any potential biases to determine credibility and objectivity. Question 12. Which of the following is not a key aspect of evaluating a text? A. Identifying the writer's main argument. B. Understanding the tone and purpose. C. Counting the number of words used. D. Recognizing facts versus opinions. Correct answer. C. Counting the number of words used. Explanation. Evaluating a text focuses on understanding the writer's argument, tone, and the distinction between facts and opinions, rather than superficial details like word count. Question 13. Which of the following best defines tone in a text? A. The number of sentences used in the passage. B. The writer's attitude toward the subject matter. C. The structure of the paragraphs. D. The use of technical vocabulary. Correct answer. B. The writer's attitude toward the subject matter. Explanation. Tone refers to the emotional quality or attitude that a writer conveys in their writing, such as being optimistic, sarcastic, or critical. Question 14. Which of the following tones suggests strong negative emotions? A. Optimistic. B. Bitter. C. Neutral. D. Tolerant. Correct answer. B. Bitter explanation. A bitter tone reflects strong negative emotions, often indicating resentment or disappointment. Other options like optimistic and tolerant convey positive or neutral emotions. Question 15. What type of irony occurs when a situation produces an outcome that is the opposite of what is expected? A. Verbal irony. B. Situational irony. C. Dramatic irony. D. Sarcasm. Correct answer. B. Situational irony. Explanation. Situational irony occurs when there is a contradiction between what is expected to happen and what actually happens, such as a fire station burning down. Question 16. What is a fallacy? A. A strong argument supported by facts. B. A false or misleading argument based on flawed reasoning. C. A logical conclusion based on evidence. D. A fact stated without any opinion. Correct answer, B. A false or misleading argument based on flawed reasoning. Explanation. A fallacy is an error in reasoning that makes an argument invalid or misleading, often used in debates or faulty logic. Question 17. Which of the following is an example of circular reasoning? A. This book is interesting because it is very engaging. B. The government must act because the public is demanding action. C. If we lower taxes, people will have more money to spend. D. More research is needed to support this claim. Correct answer. A. This book is interesting because it is very engaging. Explanation. Circular reasoning occurs when an argument's conclusion is simply a restatement of its premise without providing real evidence. Question 18. What type of fallacy attacks the person instead of addressing the argument? A. Circular reasoning. B. Personal attack, ad hominem. C. Hasty generalization. D. False cause. Correct. Answer. B. Personal attack, ad hominem. Explanation. A personal attack fallacy, or ad hominem, occurs when someone criticizes the character of the person making an argument rather than addressing the argument itself. Question 19. Which of the following statements is an example of a hasty generalization? A. I met 2 dishonest lawyers, so all lawyers must be dishonest. B. The economy is improving because inflation has decreased. C. If we increase security, crime will go down. D. Most doctors recommend getting vaccinated. Correct answer. A. I met 2 dishonest lawyers, so all lawyers must be dishonest. Explanation. A hasty generalization occurs when a broad conclusion is drawn from insufficient or limited evidence. Question 20. What is the flaw in the following statement? If you're not in favor of stricter laws, you must support crime. A. Hasty generalization. B. Either-or fallacy. C. False comparison. D. Circular reasoning. Correct answer. B. Either-or fallacy. Explanation. This is an either-or fallacy, false dilemma, because it presents only 2 options when more possibilities exist, ignoring middle ground solutions. Question 21. What kind of fallacy is present in the statement? If we ban one type of junk food, soon the government will ban all unhealthy foods. A. Slippery slope fallacy. B. False comparison. C. Circular reasoning. D. Personal attack. Correct answer. A. Slippery slope fallacy. Explanation. A slippery slope fallacy assumes that one small step will inevitably lead to a chain of extreme consequences, even if there is no proof of such a link. Question 22. Identify the false cause fallacy in the following statement. A. I failed my test because I wore a red shirt that day. B. Studying helps improve test scores. C. Washing hands reduces the spread of germs. D. Traffic jams are caused by too many cars on the road. Correct answer. A. I failed my test because I wore a red shirt that day. Explanation. A false cause fallacy occurs when one event is incorrectly assumed to cause another, just because they happened close together. Question 23. Which of the following statements contains a false comparison? A. People in the city should leave their doors unlocked because villagers do. B. Eating too much sugar can lead to health problems. C. The climate is changing due to global warming. D. Technology has improved communication over time. Correct? Answer: A. People in the city should leave their doors unlocked because villagers do. Explanation: a false comparison fallacy assumes two situations are the same when they are actually different in key ways, such as security levels in cities versus villages. Question 24. What is the issue with the following argument? If we don't ban violent video games, crime rates will increase dramatically. A. False cause fallacy. B. Hasty generalization. C. Either-or fallacy. D. Circular reasoning. Correct answer: A. False cause fallacy. Explanation: this statement assumes that violent video games cause crime without providing any actual evidence of causation, making it a false cause fallacy. Question 25. What type of fallacy assumes only two options exist when more possibilities are available? A. False cause. B. Either-or fallacy. C. Circular reasoning. D. Hasty generalization. Correct. Answer: B. Either-or fallacy. Explanation: an either-or fallacy, false dilemma, presents two extreme choices as the only possibilities, when in reality other options exist. Now let's begin the subjective portion. Focus carefully and take notes as we go through the key points. 1. What does it mean to evaluate a text? Answer: evaluating a text means analyzing the writer's purpose, tone, bias, and the validity of arguments to determine its reliability and effectiveness. 2. Why is it important to distinguish between facts and opinions in a text? Answer: distinguishing between facts and opinions helps readers assess the credibility of a text and avoid being misled by biased or subjective statements. 3. How can a reader identify an author's tone? Answer: a reader can identify the author's tone by analyzing the choice of words, sentence structure, and the emotions conveyed in the text. 4. What is irony in writing? Answer: irony occurs when there is a difference between appearance and reality. It can be verbal irony, saying the opposite of what is meant, or situational irony, when an expected outcome does not happen. 5. How does understanding the writer's bias help in evaluating a text? Answer: recognizing bias allows readers to critically assess the reliability of the information and determine if the writer is presenting a balanced view or a one-sided argument. 6. What is argumentation in a text? Answer: argumentation is the process of making a claim and supporting it with evidence, logic, and reasoning to persuade the reader. 7. What is the difference between a strong argument and a weak argument? Answer: a strong argument is based on logical reasoning and credible evidence, while a weak argument relies on emotional appeals, opinions, or unsupported claims. 8. How can a reader determine if a text is persuasive? Answer: a text is persuasive if it presents a clear argument, provides supporting evidence, and appeals to logic or emotions to convince the reader. 9. What is the role of tone in influencing a reader's perception of a text? Answer: tone affects how a reader interprets a message, whether it is serious, humorous, sarcastic, or critical, shaping their reaction to the content. 10. Why is identifying the main argument of a text important? Answer: identifying the main argument helps the reader understand the core message and evaluate the strength of the supporting evidence. 11. What is a logical fallacy? Answer: a logical fallacy is a flaw in reasoning that weakens an argument by using incorrect or misleading logic. 12. What is circular reasoning? Answer: Circular reasoning occurs when the conclusion of an argument is simply a restatement of the premise without providing actual evidence. 13. What is a personal attack? Ad hominem fallacy. Answer: a personal attack, ad hominem fallacy, occurs when someone attacks the character of a person instead of addressing their argument. 14. What is a hasty generalization? Answer: a hasty generalization is when a conclusion is drawn from insufficient or limited evidence, leading to an unfair stereotype or assumption. 15. What is an either-or fallacy? Answer: an either-or fallacy, false dilemma, presents only two options when more possibilities exist, forcing an unnecessary choice. 16. What is a false cause fallacy? Answer: a false cause fallacy assumes that just because one event follows another, the first event must have caused the second, without real proof. 17. What is a slippery slope fallacy? Answer: a slippery slope fallacy occurs when an argument claims that one action will inevitably lead to extreme and unjustified consequences. 18. How does a false comparison weaken an argument? Answer: a false comparison fallacy assumes that two things are more similar than they actually are, leading to faulty reasoning. 19. What is an example of an argument using a false cause? Answer: I failed my exam because I didn't wear my lucky shirt. This wrongly assumes a causal relationship between unrelated events. 20. Why should readers be aware of logical fallacies? Answer: recognizing logical fallacies helps readers critically evaluate arguments, avoid manipulation, and make well-informed decisions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay in touch for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.